What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Yeah, welcome back to my channel, whatever it is. Yeah. Um this video is gonna be about what it's like being off social media for a I'm gonna say my age. You know what? I don't even care. I don't who gives a rat's. So today basically the video is gonna be about what it's like being off social media, being a 36-year nah, what it's like being on social media like at the age of 23. So yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna talk about today. I'm off, like I don't got no Instagram, like not that I don't have I have an account, but it's just deactivated, and I have no Instagram. No one really goes on Facebook. I got no Twitter. I don't. Okay, with Twitter, I actually do not have an account. Got no Twitter. I have Snapchat. But once again, it's not something that I'm out there posting stories, chatting to people. It's just there. So yeah, that's it. Like obviously I have YouTube, but like you just know the difference when it comes to that. So yeah, 23, no Instagram, no Facebook, no Snapchat, no Twitter. Yeah, I've been off into. I'm gonna talk mainly about Instagram. Also, by the way, TikTok is also included in that. I ain't there scrolling. Do you know what I mean? Unless some days I'm slacking or whatever. You might see me scrolling, but I'm not on there like, oh yeah, looking for the next TikTok and all that. So yeah, I've been off Instagram for I'd say 2 years and a bit. So I went off it in March 2021, and now it's what, May 2023. So just 2 years and a bit. And the reason why I went off it is because at the time I had a business, and I thought that business was going to make me millions. And I said, yeah, let me go off it and let me come back on Insta as like, the multimillionaire that, he was broke when he was on Insta and he came back. And you know what I'm saying? Like a story like that, do you know what I mean? For, which is kind of still what I'm doing now. I'm going to get into it later, but yeah, like I've been off it since then. And another aspect of it is also to stay focused, the person that I was when I was an Insta and the person that I'm now, they're two completely different people, do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's that. um so I'm gonna get into like the pros and cons of what it's like not being on social media, at a young age, for me anyways. I'd say it's probably different for people older, I don't know. But the first thing that I found is you're focused, you're more focused, there's less time wasting, less scrolling, none of that, so you're more focused. I think that's the one thing that everybody kind of wants to hear, you know then the second advantage is that this is going to be weird, yeah. This is going to, it depends the type of person you are, right? Me personally, while I was on Insta, yeah, I'd see people posting loads of designer when the new season will come out. I would automatically think that I like it. Like I would automatically think that, yeah, that's not like I'm meant to get that. Yeah, because you just keep seeing it on the feed and all that. You're like, yeah, that's noise. But when you're off Insta and you start seeing things from your own, not from your own point of view, because you was looking at it from your own point of view in the first place, but when you actually see this and you're not really outside, you're kind of like, this is actually like, the people actually spend what, 900 for this rubbish, do you know what I mean? But when you was on Insta, it was kind of like, yo, like, oh yeah, that's hard, that's hard. And another reason why you wanted to say that it was hard is because you wanted to be the cool kid on Insta with those shoes or with that, you know, with those Amiri jeans or whatever, So you kind of start you kind of start having like a clearer view of self. The next advantage that we're gonna get onto here is lust. Um, to me personally, Instagram is another, like, to me that is soft soft corn, yeah, as the YouTube people say, yeah, soft corn, yeah. To me, that's what social media is, because obviously depending on what type of stuff you follow and the type of stuff you like, it's gonna keep sending you that type of content. You know what I mean? So if you're out here, liking that type of content, which you shouldn't be in the first place, anyways, you start getting, girls, shaking yash and all that, do you know what I mean? Or doing like weird, you know what I'm talking about, do you know what I'm saying? And even if that's not the content that you follow, you could be, let's say you're friends with a girl, or you know a girl, and you just follow each other, and she's the one posting that type of content, do you know what I mean? And all of a sudden that content just grabs you, and boom, now you find yourself scrolling on the hub, you get me? So it's a bit like, to me personally, it's kind of like, it's one of the triggers to get you to go on those sites. So that's another advantage of just not being on social media, you know what I mean? So, and yeah, and another thing as well is, how can I say this without sounding broke? Not for long though, in Jesus' name. Yeah. Social media saves you from spending money. Yeah, like you actually save more money with social media. It's actually, wait, oh, like, let me explain it. Yeah, let me explain it. Right, when I was on social media, yeah, or let me say Instagram, because Instagram and Snapchat were the two main things that I was using. Yeah, when I was active on those two things, yeah, when I'd go to the shop, I'd buy that certain thing, that pair of shoes, or I'd go to this nice fancy restaurant that costs, you know, 100 or whatever, just so I can post it on Insta. It wasn't because I actually liked it, and this goes back to the first point that I was to the first or second point that I was mentioning. I used to buy these things and buy these products and these services, not because I wanted to do it for me, but because I wanted to do it for them. Do you know what I mean? It became a thing of, oh boys, let's go to this nice restaurant so we can we can post it on Insta, and you know what I mean. People are gonna see that, and they're gonna see that we're balling. Or, oh boys, I think I'm gonna get these designer pair of shoes. You know what I mean? But no, don't get it twisted. There's something like, well, most of the things that I have, I like them, but another factor, it was because I wanted to show off on social media. Do you know what I mean? So when you got no social media, it's kind of like you stop spending for others. Do you know what I mean? You start spending for yourself because you actually like that thing. You actually want that thing. So that's why I say it does save you money. Do you get me? You don't go out and buy a car that you can't afford. You stick with the dinger because, okay, who's gonna see this? Do you know what I mean? I just need this car to get me from A to B. I'm not gonna be, when you're posting the wheel, you have you're recording from your phone, and you're posting the wheel, making sure to get the Range Rover sign or the Merc sign. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that, but like, I would have done that if I was on social media. You know what I mean? Now, look, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna go back on social media and not do any of these things. I do feel though, when it comes with the buying products and all that stuff because of others, I'm really like, I don't really care anymore. Do you know what I mean? I don't really care anymore. You know. Um. So yeah, like, yeah. I think that everyone should be off social media for a bit. I wouldn't. You don't need to do it as long as I'm doing it. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I'm off it for this long, anyways. But I wouldn't not that I wouldn't recommend, but if you don't have to stay off social media for as long as I am, don't do it. Don't do it for the sake of it. Do it for as long as you feel like doing it. And the good social media detox is always good. Um, I'm gonna try not to forget about the reason why I'm not looking to go back on Insta for the you know in the near time. But the next point that I wanted to get into is that the the only thing which is not actually a problem, which is not actually a problem unless like it's not really a problem unless like you're not Christian or you have a faith, whether it's Islamic or whatever. It's not really a problem, but one thing that having no social media really affects is your dating life. It affects it big time because let's say you find the girl attractive and let's say you really want to, you know, push things further or whatever. The first thing that she's gonna say is, "What's your Insta?" Or like what? Not even that, but like that's the thing that like people our age say anyways. "Oh, what's your Insta? Let me follow you on Insta." Da 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 da. Do you know what I mean? I'm also finding that some girls might, when they see that you're not on Insta, they think that you're a weird or something like that, you know. So yeah, it does affect your dating life, big time. Um, it does with me personally, even though that's not really something I should be focusing on anyways with my faith, you know. But obviously, like I said, at times like I may stumble and all that. You got me? So, um, like it does affect it, but I should be happy that it's affecting it. Do you get me? But obviously I can tell you guys what to do and what not to do, but at the same time I don't want to give you guys bad advice. But like if you guys are people that are trying to have like an active dating life, inside like being off social media is gonna affect is gonna affect it big time, unless you're a G, I don't know. But yeah, that's really it. That's really it. Before I leave, the reason why I'm still not on social media after 2 years and a bit is because I'm just trying to level up to the max, like to the max. Um, yeah, I'm just trying to level up to the max, like honestly, to the max because I just I just feel like social media right now. Like if you don't have money to me, like me, this is my opinion, anyways. By the way, it's not really something general. It's just my opinion, and for what I'm trying to do on social media. If you don't have money or something like that, don't like if you don't really got anything going for yourself, allow the social media thing. To me personally, she got me. There's no reason for you know at the moment for me. There's no reason for me to go on social media at all. Do you know what I mean? We left social media when I was broke. Yeah, when I was broke. And don't want to go on social media with no worries at all. Do you know what I mean? If someone is making 100k a month, 250k a month, 300k a month, I don't want that to bother me. I don't want that to bother me because when I'm broke, that's gonna bother me. Do you know? And social, like I said before, social media is something where you compare yourself. You compare yourself a lot to others. Do you know? I don't even think I mentioned it. But yeah, when you're off social media, you don't compare. Like it's hard to compare yourself to others, and the only time you do compare yourself to others is, let's say, if your friend gives you a call and lets you know what they're doing or whatever, or like let's say, they let you know what my man down the block is doing. That's when you start comparing yourself to others. But apart from that, when you're off social media, you don't see no one. You don't see what people are doing. So it's kind of like you're just focused on yourself. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's that's it really and truly. But back to the point at hand. Yeah, like I said, I left social media when I was broke, and I want to be on social media when I'm just abundant in everything. Do you know what I mean? Like I've full complete self control and lost. My money is high. It's sky high. You know what I mean? I can. There's nothing that I can't afford. No, I'm not talking about I'll be back when I'm a multi-millionaire, but there's a certain number that I need to be making a month for me to go back. Um, so yeah, yeah. Um, that's it. That's it. Moral of the story. I'd recommend everyone to be off social media just for a bit. Just for a bit. Um, the sooner you do it, the better. But and especially if you have something going on and if you're trying to reach a goal or something like that, being off social media is probably one of the best steps you can take. Um, that's just from my own experience, you know. So yeah, thank you for watching another video. Um, how do I end this? How do I end this? What's yeah? Thanks for watching. You know, this video, and yeah, make sure to watch the next one. Bow. What's up, guys? Just back in the gym. This is actually the next day of me recording yesterday's video about not being on social media at the age of 36. Now I'm playing 23. Well, you know, early 20s or whatever, you know. Um, there was just a couple of points that I forgot to put in, and this is probably one of the most important points, is that nobody texts you, like no one, like this is my gap, by the way. I shouldn't really be showing this, but no one texts you like at all, like whatsoever. Um, and it kind of does get, I wouldn't say lonely, but like that's when you kind of know who's really there for you. Do you know what I mean? That's when you know, like, okay, like most people only text you when you're on social media just because they're like, oh yeah, this guy's lit. Let me kind of, you know, this guy's still, you know, he's getting likes. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me text him and all that. But when people see that you're fully like on social media and all that, no one really texts you. You know what I mean? Now, you can also say that, like, you know, the only way I could get through to this guy was through Instagram or Snapchat and all that. But you know, still, like, you know what I mean? You get no text at all, like, you're fully isolated, you got me? But yeah, like I said, that's when you know who's actually, like, who your real friends are. So when you're back on social media, when you've done all you have to do, when you've reached all your goals, you know who to entertain and who not to entertain, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to say that. I was gonna get this, I'm actually just coming back from the gym. I was gonna get a couple of clips to put in the video, but I think I just got like one clip and then I just forgot. For some reason, I forgot to just take my clips. But yeah, that's me, and I'm gonna show you later. Bow.